In August of 79 AD, a city of 12,000 people woke up for the very last time. This is what happened to them, hour by hour. Mount Vesuvius hasn't erupted in over 1,000 years. The Romans don't even have a word for volcano. They call it a mountain. And for centuries, they've been building their homes on its slopes. Drawn by soil so rich, it turns everything to gold. But the mountain is also taking. Slowly, silently, underground, pressure has been building for over a millennium, and it is about to break free. The first signs came days before. Small earthquakes shook the region. The Romans were used to tremors. They built their walls thick. But these were different. They were getting stronger. The wells were drying up. The animals were restless. Dogs howled through the night. And from the summit of Vesuvius, a faint plume of smoke appeared.
Look at the mountain, the smoke is growing!
The gods are angry, we must flee!
At approximately 1 o'clock in the afternoon, the mountain explodes.
Help me, Jupiter, save us! Look at the sky! We have to get out of here, the mountain is collapsing!
The explosion is heard more than 100 miles away.
Run!
In
Save
Pompeii,
yourselves!
the sky turns black. It is 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and the sun has disappeared. Then the first rains begin. Not water, stone. Within an hour, pumice is raining down on Pompeii at a rate of 15 centimeters per hour. Roofs begin to collapse under the weight. The streets are buried. Most people still don't understand what's happening. They've never seen anything like this. Some gather their belongings. Some pray to the gods. Some run for the harbor, hoping to escape by sea. But there is no escape by sea. The harbor is impassable. The boats are gone. The water has retreated. Across the bay, one man watches with scientific fascination rather than fear. His name is Pliny the Elder. He is a Roman admiral, a scholar, and one of history's greatest minds. From his vantage point at Misenum, he can see the full scale of the eruption. He orders his warships to sail toward the danger, to rescue survivors. It would be the last order he ever gives. By nightfall, the situation in Pompeii becomes desperate. The pumice layer is now over 2 meters deep. Doors cannot be opened from the inside. Those who stayed are trapped in their own homes. Some dig their way out through the rooftops. They emerge into a world transformed. The city they knew is gone, buried under a grey, suffocating blanket of stone. Then, at dawn, the mountain sends its deadliest weapon, a pyroclastic flow, a superheated avalanche of gas, ash, and rock, racing down the mountain at over 300 kilometers per hour. The temperature of this cloud is over 250 degrees Celsius. It reaches Pompeii in less than 4 minutes. There is no time to run. There is nowhere to hide. Everyone who remained in Pompeii died instantly. The heat was so intense that their brains boiled inside their skulls. Their bodies were encased in the ash that killed them, frozen in their final desperate moments. Pliny the Elder never returned. His fleet was overwhelmed by the heat and ash. He collapsed on the beach at Stabiae, presumably from the volcanic gases. His body was found 2 days later, untouched by the fire, sword still at his side. He was 56 years old. He had written one of the greatest encyclopedias of the ancient world, and he died trying to save others. Pompeii was forgotten for nearly 1,700 years. It wasn't until 1748 that a group of explorers, digging beneath the vineyards above the ancient city, began to uncover what the volcano had preserved. What they found was unlike anything in human history. An entire Roman city, frozen at the exact moment of its destruction, loaves of bread still in the ovens, paintings still on the walls, bodies still cowering in corners. The body casts are perhaps the most haunting artifacts ever discovered. Each one is a person, a real person who lived and loved and feared and died on a single terrible day in August 79 AD. In total, the eruption of Vesuvius destroyed 3 cities. Pompeii, Herculaneum, and Stabiae. The death toll is estimated at over 2,000 people, possibly much more. But the mountain wasn't finished. For the survivors who returned to rebuild, Vesuvius would erupt again and again, at least 8 times in the centuries that followed. Pompeii is a reminder that the Earth we live on is not static. The ground beneath our feet can open at any moment. The mountains we admire can become our executioners. And the volcano, it's still there, still sleeping, with 600,000 people living in its shadow today, waiting for the mountain to wake up once more.